There is a new business in town, a business that many people are trying to take the advantage of it. A business that, yeah, now many have seen an advantage that comes with it, and many are thinking of making millions out of the business of WorldCoin. Now, let me tell you something. Nowadays, the most key, important, and the most expensive commodity that a country can have is information and data. And WorldCoin takes all the data. If you read about how you should register for WorldCoin, you will realize that you need to download a certain application into your phone. You need to fill up certain details into the said application so that you will be registered as a WorldCoin member. They're saying that they're using WorldCoin to determine whether you are human or you are a robot. Now, let me tell you, recently in our country, Kenya, there have been cyber attacks in some of the key government institutions. One is the Kenya Power, where we have been told that the Kenya Power token system has been hacked. Apart from the Kenya Power, the Ecitizen platform has been hacked. And this gives other countries and the hackers an access to the most crucial information of our nation. This gives the hackers the most crucial information of our leaders and of how we operate our government. Mostly we have been told that the cyber attacks are coming from Southern Sudan. Sit down and relax. I am heading somewhere with the whole story. I have always told you that if this country wants to be in a world where it is recognized as a developed country, this country should have a well figured out and a well developed security intelligence system. We cannot have a secret intelligence or security intelligence system where things like cyber attacks are brought to us and then we allow some people somewhere formulate a certain platform that comes asking for our own information, and people are gullible to go ahead and fill their details on those platforms blindly, and the government has nothing to say about it. And I have always said that our NIS, the National Intelligence Service, is a joke. I am not intimidating anyone. I am saying out of a fact, we cannot choose officers or we cannot choose intelligence service brains of people because of how their tummies are big, or because they are associated with somebody. The government, no, that's not how we should be choosing our intelligence system. Our intelligence should be people with brains to foresee a problem, to foresee trouble before even it happens. Now, as we are unable to protect ourselves from terrorism that we can see, that we can foretell, that we can do investigation and determine when Al-Shabaab will hit a certain point, how will we protect ourselves from cyber attacks? Let me tell you, the reason I'm saying these, I have always compared our National Intelligence Service with nothing else. We are in Africa. Let us compare with the National Intelligence Service of Egypt. Yeah, Egypt is a developed country, but we always brag and beat up our chest saying that, we are heading to the route of being developed countries. But one thing that the mistake we make, Egypt people are not so corrupt like we are corrupt here. So once the recruitment of the National Intelligence Service kicks in, they recruit people qualified, geniuses in the field of intelligence collection. I bet you understand the point where I'm coming from. Now, let me take you back to the current cyber attacks in our country, Kenya. The e-system is a system that holds information of every citizen. Even the president of our nation, his information is on the e-citizen. So if the information, then the secret and personal information and personal data of our president and our national leaders is on the e-citizen, and the e-citizen has been hacked, that means that the president has been exposed. That means the cabinet secretary of interior security in our country has been exposed. These are key leaders in our intelligence system and in our country, that once they are compromised, the whole country is compromised. You can blackmail them with the data and information that you have about them that can lead you to acquire anything in this country. I bet you understand the point where I'm coming from. In countries like America, the CIA counters and realizes such mistakes even before they happen. And that's why you don't hear of such incidences, because let me tell you, like the Pentagon is always, people are trying always to find a backdoor to the information in the Pentagon so that they will have access to the nuclear weapons that are possessed by that are held by the American military. But because of their recruitment process, because they look for intelligence, because they recruit people with qualifications and with abilities to do the work, they are so ready to counter such attacks. A country like Israel has collected intelligence all over the world. The Mossad is the National Intelligence Service unit of Israel. It's secret, and the Mossad is everywhere in the world. Imagine of the size of Israel. Imagine of this country that has been so young and how it has built itself. You know, Israel is a superpower, right? The Israelis are always ready to counter certain things like cybersecurity. And cybersecurity is a key function. That's why if you have downloaded the WorldCoin app, let me tell you what WorldCoin is, because WorldCoin has been a trading topic. The world that we have had two platforms that have currently been hacked, and the platforms are the Kenya Power, the Kplc, and the said Ecitizen platform. But now all these platforms have been hacked in a time where a system has been brought into our country that every youth and everybody is running to register. So because they think it's a cryptocurrency thing, everybody is registering so that they will have access to that money before everything goes haywire. Now let me tell you, WorldCoin, as defined by Forbes, it is a cryptocurrency that wants to scan your eyeball. If you go to Dhika right now, youths are there with their eyeballs being scanned. After 3 years in development, digital ID platforms WorldCoin officially launched on Monday this week, co-founded by OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. WorldCoin aims to provide its users with a verified digital identity plus a cryptocurrency token, helpfully named WorldCoin WLD, and a crypto wallet app. According to WorldCoin, advances in artificial intelligence have made it increasingly difficult to tell whether online activity, written text, digital artwork, or really anything that exists on the internet comes from real humans or AI, artificial intelligence. The company proposes to help resolve this confusion by developing a sort of digital passport based on what it calls proof of personhood. The goal is simple: a global financial and identity network based on proof of personhood. Hartman wrote on Twitter, "This feels especially important in the AI era. I am hopefully WorldCoin can contribute to conversations about how we share access, benefit, and governance of future AI systems. WorldCoin platforms verify users' identity by scanning their iris to create personal secure identification codes. The codes are saved on a decentralized blockchain, and the company claims they cannot be duplicated or spoofed to create false identities or engage in fraud. The company says that it signed up to more than 2 million users in the beta testing stage. It now plans to roll out scanning operation in dozens of cities in 20 countries worldwide." I mean, the most gullible cities in the world. One of them is Nairobi. You know. Now, what is WorldCoin? WorldCoin is a digital identification platform that aims to provide each person on Earth with a convenient way to verify that they are really human and not a bot or an AI algorithm. The company building WorldCoin Tools for Humanity was confounded by Hartman, who is better known for creating ChatGPT, the chatbots. Ironically, Hartman has played a central role in sparking the current AI gold rush, which has significantly worsened the very problem WorldCoin proposes to solve. Now, that's the problem. This guy that has created this system, the WorldCoin, is the person that created another system that created the same problem that he is trying to solve right now using the same system. So I'm telling you, be very clever whenever you give your information out there. Whenever you try to give your information out to the public. Let me tell you an example, and it's a very clear example. In the United States of America, the government has banned TikTok in so many states. The reason for banning TikTok: when you are registering for TikTok, TikTok acquires your personal information. And TikTok is a company that was confounded in China. And China is always at the crosshairs with America on who will be taking over the world leadership or the superpower theme every time. So the United States realized once our information is accessed by the Chinese people and the Chinese government, we are at risk. And our information, once it's out there, everything that we do here in our country can be exposed. So the best thing to do is ban TikTok in our country. And many states have banned TikTok in China. Not in China, I mean in America. Many states have banned TikTok in America. Now, the banning of TikTok in different states in America, it's a clear indication that America is trying to curb the existence of a cyber war. Because, during the Cold War, the USSR, the Soviet Union, and the American, the Western allies, they were fighting not confrontational war. They were fighting, and the war was the war of information and intelligence. The CIA had spies in every corner of the world. Now, after the Soviet Union realized this, now they formed the KGB. The KGB also deployed spies in every corner of the world. They recruited informants in every corner of the world. And these informants helped resolve the problem of having a third world war. Because when the USSR deployed nuclear weapons that gave support to Cuba, an island, a country that borders the United States. They were harming Cuba. They were ready to destroy America through the weapons that they had deployed in Cuba. Now, after the intelligence of America gave America this information, America also went ahead to deploy their weapons in Turkey, in different European countries, and they were ready also to destroy the USSR, the Soviet Union. But through the information that was relayed to the government of then President J.F. Kennedy, they were able to counter what was going on. And they solved, after the withdrawal of the weapons and the soldiers of the USSR in Cuba, America also destroyed its weapons in Turkey and other countries in the European bloc. So information is key, and intelligence is power. Now I am wondering, our government and our National Intelligence Service is sitting somewhere without any clue on how they can deal with this. If they equip, the government should equip its national intelligence system. You know, right now we are fighting the war of stomach. That is not a war we should be fighting in the 21st era as a country. We should also be involved in other countries' things, because the other countries, the war they are fighting is the war of development. But us, we are on the street protesting the high standards of living, the unga prices. Every time, I tell you, it's nonsense. Now, here, the system platform is down. People are being issued passport anyhow. Any terrorist from Venezuela, from Cuba, from Panama, from Cayman Island, any terrorist, any killer, any murderer can be issued a Kenyan verified document, either an ID, either a driving license, a visa, and they become Kenyan citizens. Now they come and overflood our country with every type of criminal brains that they have come with from either wherever they are coming from, and they come and hide in Kenya, and they have verified documents. When you scan their documents, you will find them that they are on the Ecitizen platform. Now that's why I'm telling you, it is a very risky thing that has happened to our country, and the president, the thing that he can think of is deploying police to fight the people that are in protest. Instead of you using, these people make me wonder. We need a president that thinks this country needs to be a developed country, not a country that it's typical nonsense. In the year 2023, the war that we are fighting is the war of feeding our stomach, not the war of feeding our brains and the war of fighting ourselves in the international arenas. The reason I'm talking this is because I love my country. I'm a patriot of this nation. I'm a patriot of Kenya. I love Kenya, and I love it with my everything. I can do anything to see this country go up and build up. It becomes a developed country. But look at our country. The cries that we have is either Raila Odinga wants to share power with William Ruto. Give William Ruto a space. Now, if he's given space, will he at least think of us going where we want to be, or he is a person that will allow corruption of his leaders like Moses Kuria to go ahead and do the nonsense that they are always doing? Let me tell you, I have told you, USA did away with TikTok. Another country, the North Korea, is a country, yes, you have said that dictatorship is what rules in North Korea. But one thing remains in North Korea. The information, the intelligence of North Korea does everything in their power to make sure that whatever is happening in their country is not dissented in any way. That's why the phones and the application in your smartphone, in your phone, are monitored. The intelligence passes by and they monitor everything that is happening to you. Whatever, but we need to save this nation. The e-system is down. And once the e-system is down, what we can think of is this nonsense that is happening. Whatever. What else can we say? What else can we do? You know, we have always been the people that are always fighting wars on Twitter. Don't allow your information to be accessed by anybody. The application that you install in your phone, ensure that you know its security is guaranteed, that its security won't expose. A software that tells you to scan it needs your biometrics. It needs to scan your iris. Those systems, maybe when I install them in my house for my security purposes, that's what matters. But for cryptocurrency, and it's not a cryptocurrency kind of thing, this guy is buying your data. This guy, the guy Haltman is buying your data. Is buying your info. He is equipping himself with your personal information. Whatever. That's what's up. Go ahead and subscribe. See you in the next one. My name is Felix Manda, and this is knowledge that I thought of sharing in regards to what is happening in our country, the cyber wars and cyber security attacks that we are having. Our country needs to be equipped to deal with such issues. Now, the NHIF is down. Our country intelligence is a joke. I have said that. The National Intelligence Service of Kenya is a joke. It's a joke. Bwana Newdin Haji, you were recruited the other day. Make recruitment. You are given the role as the director of the National Intelligence Service. Make the National Intelligence Service worthy, something that we can beat up our chest and say, you know what? We are happy that our country has reached this way. And one thing that you can do, the one way that you can do that is the recruitment of people to work in the National Intelligence Service. Go recruit people even in high school because of the mentality that they have. Recruit kids that have qualified in certain fields that guarantees us that these people can monitor our intelligence. These people can protect our country from certain... You people make... You know what makes me sad? What makes me really angry is how these people functions. When the National Intelligence Service wants to recruit their key leaders or their key warriors or key agents, what they do, these people go to the police service unit. They recruit the police from the police. This police is because they are linked to somebody in power. Stop that bearish. Stop that nonsense. Do your recruitment properly, and we will find people that will protect our nation. Be a patriot. Don't be a man that is after money. If you know, it's not always about money. It's not always about money. It's about the betterment. Let me tell you, if it's always about money, people like Saddam Hussein would have just let go of Iraq and go and ran away from Iraq, hid in some country somewhere, and enjoyed their wealth. People like Adolf Hitler, they ran to hide in Argentina, so that Germany gave us a false story of the death of Hitler. But do your research, you will realize where Hitler really died. Hitler died 17 years after it was said that he had committed suicide in Germany. He died in Argentina peacefully. And this man was there trying again to build up a Nazi's force to come again and rule Germany. I'm speaking of people like Muammar Gaddafi. Gaddafi, the leader of Egypt, it was not all about money. It was all about the betterment of this country and of his country. And if Gaddafi had been given time, Libya would be ranked among the superpowers of the world, because he had already started developing a nuclear facility that was supposed to build nuclear weapons there. But the Americans had to hit it down because they want monopoly. Things that these countries in the West know, and the countries in the European nations, the Australian intelligence system is ranked as one of the best in the world. But one that I always give credit is the Mossad of Israel, CIA of America, the KGB of Russia, and the MI6 of the United Kingdom. If you look at them, you realize something is always coming up onto their desk on how to build up their nation. Come to our countries. Nonsense. Africa, we are either fighting for food, whatever, man. Whatever. But whatever you do with the information that I've given you, it's up to you. Whether you want to register gold coin, wild coin, go ahead and register and give your information to the public. Because this gives them, the system, they have always had a back door where they can access your information. They can do anything with your information. That's it for now. Be safe. Data is one of the most expensive commodity the world has right now. For now, see you in the next one. My name is Felix Wanda.